Hi, all you yogis out there. Welcome to this class focused on the toes, the feet, the ankles, and the calves. So if you happen to have one handy, you can go get yourself a belt. You can use a scarf or a towel as well. It's just something that's a little handy. You don't need it for this class, but if you have one handy, then go ahead and grab that and come back. Just going to hang it on the back of my chair here. And then we're going to get right into it. So placing the feet on the ground, making a number 11, getting into our chair asana pose. So always making sure those feet are firmly on the ground. The ankles, the knees, and the hips are aligned. You're feeling your pelvis balanced, tailbone pointing down, tummy tucked in a little bit. Inhale, feeling the sides of the body long, top of the head kind of pulling up. And then to get those shoulders balanced over the hips and the ears balanced over the shoulders. Sometimes it helps to pull the chin in a little bit and pull the back of the head upward and back. And that will help to align your ears and on top of your shoulders. All right, from here we're going to close our eyes and take a few breaths. And then with our next breath, we're going to keep the feet on the ground and just lift the toes up. So inhaling, lifting the toes up. Exhale, spread them down. Inhale, lift the toes only. Exhale them down. With the eyes closed, you can really pay attention to your whole foot as you inhale. The toes come off, and then you feel the arch lift up a little bit. Exhale, feet toes down. Two more, inhaling, toes up. Exhaling it down. And last one, inhale, toes up. Exhale, toes down. Opening your eyes, and let's stretch out that right leg, either hovering it just above the ground or on the heel on the ground. Taking some circles in one direction and then other direction. And place the foot down, slide the heel back. Other side, you can slide the heel forward or just lift that leg up and take some circles with your right or left foot, and then in the opposite direction. All right, foot down, slide the heel back. Wiggle onto the edge of the chair a little bit, and this is where you might like to have the strap. So if you have plantar fasciitis, this could really help. So taking the strap just to the ball of the foot, just below the ball of the foot, extend the leg, pull the strap back. If you don't have the strap, you're just going to extend your leg, and we're going to point and flex, and point and flex, and point and flex. Let's do that 2 more times. So the strap just gives a little bit of resistance. Okay, foot down, and then other side. Strap goes on to the left foot, just below the ball of the toes there. Extend the leg, and then point and flex. And remembering you don't need the strap, you can just point and flex. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. Okay, take that off, put your strap to the side, and then feet side by side. We're going to lift the heels up off the ground, toes stay on. Bring the knees to the right, bring the heels down, slide it over to the left, bring the heels up and across. So we're making circles with our knees, really, as if you have a little paintbrush there or a pencil, you'd be making circles. But at the same time, we're warming up the hips, we're warming up the calves, and we're warming up our toes and our ankles. Other direction. So circles to the left this time, counterclockwise. And always remembering to breathe. Last one. Bring the feet back down. We're going to take circles in opposite direction with our knees. So the knees go out first, heels up, and then bring them in, heels down. Okay. A few more. And then opposite direction, so the knees are going to go out and in and out and in. Okay, now a little bit for our toes, a nice stretch for the toes. So you can put your foot on top of your knee and pull it back and forward like that. Or you can take your toes to the ground and roll them under. This is a bit more intense, but it really does get a nice stretch in the toes and the front of the foot. We don't often get that stretch in the front of the foot. Our foot is usually bent with our feet on the ground. Okay, and then curl the toes under, and I like to press down a little bit so I can bend them this way as far as they can go. Okay, and then the other foot. So left foot, you can either bring that left foot on top of the knee and pull back, okay, back and forth. Or you can bring those left toes to the ground and curl over. Press gently, very, very gently. Okay, listen to your body. Sometimes the foot cramps up a little bit. If it does, quickly pull it the other way. Okay, and this is where you really need to remember your breath when it's intense like this. And then curling the toes the other way. It's always easy to have a nice steady breath when things are calm and cool and collected, but when things are fiery and chaotic, that's when it's really important to remember that breath. All right, release that. Okay, stretch both legs out, flex the toes back. Let's bring those arms up. Exhale, bring the arms down. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, down. One more time, inhale up. Exhale, down. Bring those feet in, and we're going to come to a stand behind our chair. So I'm going to face sideways. You can still face me. I'm going to hold on to our chair, making sure we're not too far back and not too close to the chair. So we want to be just right so that you can maybe have a little bit of balance on your own. And then you also have your hands there to support you. If you're too far back, you're going to just lose your balance right away. So feet making the number 11. Spread the toes out. So keep the feet down, bring the toes up, and then spread them down. We're going to come up on those toes. Lift the heels as high as you can off the ground. And then rock back on the heels and lift the toes up. Roll up on the toes. Try to spread the toes as much as you can. And then come back down. Lift the toes up. Let's do 2 more times. Lifting up on those toes. And coming down. And last one, lift on those toes. Maybe a little bounce, taking the hands off. You can give it a little try. Hands back down and roll onto the heels. And flat feet. So now I'm just going to show you from this side. We're going to come onto the edges of our feet and stretch the outside of our ankles. And then let's come to the inside. This is a little bit funny. The knees kind of come together, but we put a little bit of pressure in the toes and on the inside of the heel. And then come to the outside again. This stretch feels really good in my feet and my legs. And then come back to the inside. And then one more time to the outside. And one more time to the inside. And then we're going to take circles. So coming onto those big toes, lift up, spread to the pinky toes, come down on the outer edges of the feet, on the back of the heels, and then onto the inside of those feet. Come up on the toes, out to the side, and in. One more time. Up on the toes, out to the side, and back. It's probably a little bit more comfortable on carpet than the hardwood floor. Okay, up on the toes and then back down. Let's march that out a little bit. Okay, so next posture we're going to practice. You can either do it standing up or standing at the back of the chair, or you can turn your chair around. I'll just show you quickly standing up. Both feet are side by side. You're going to take your right foot back, bending the left knee, and we're going to lift the foot up and back. Okay, if you want to do that on a little bit deeper, you can turn your chair around. Your hands are going to be just underneath your shoulders. So again, you don't want to be too far out because then your chair might slide forward. You don't want to do that. So your hands are underneath your shoulders, feet underneath your hip, and then you take a step back with your right foot and the left knee stays bent. And important part here, spread those toes out. So put the big toe down first, whether you're standing up or you have your hands down on the chair. It's the same instruction. Spread the toes out and then make sure that the heel is right on top of the middle toe. So sometimes the feet is angled inward, sometimes your feet are angled out. So spread those toes nice and wide, and we're going to press back. Press the heel down and bring it up. I'll just bring up my pants so you can see it better. Press down and lift up with the heel. Press that heel straight back in line with the middle toe. Lift up. And then this time press down. We're going to hold it here. Okay. So it is a bit more intense with the hands on the seat of the chair because you have to have a bigger bend in that left leg. But you get a nice stretch regardless on your calf. All right, step it forward, whether your hands on the seat of the chair or standing up. We're going to bring our arms up overhead. Exhale, arms to the side. Let's take one more breath like that. Inhale up. Exhale, arms out to the side. Okay, holding onto the back of the chair. I'll do it like that this time. You do the same thing you did the first side. Okay, right foot is going to stay where it is. Left foot is going to step back. Right knee is going to be bent, but we want to make sure that the knee is not over that ankle. That's very dangerous for your knee and uncomfortable and very difficult on the thigh. Again, look back at those left toes. See if you can spread them out as much as you can, and that the heel is on top of the middle toe. And then we're going to press back and lift the heel up. Press the heel back and lift the heel up. Press it back, lift it up. And this time when we press it back, we're going to keep it there. Hold on to your breath, or not hold on to your breath, but pay attention to your breath. And step it back up. Okay, feet side by side, arms out to the side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Okay, coming to a seat again. So bringing your chair forward and sitting back down on it. We're going to take our feet side by side and we're going to heel toe our feet to the right hand side. Okay, both legs on the chair, both thighs on the chair, and then we're going to take our right foot and we're going to scrunch the toes up. So as if you're trying to pick up a towel, now scrunch those toes forward until you can't go anymore, and then you're going to press the heel down and pull it back. Okay, let's try that one more time. Actually, two more times with the right foot, and then pull it back, and then one more time with the right foot, and pull it back. On the left foot, we're going to scrunch up that towel and bring the foot forward and then pull it back. And two more times, same thing. Pull back, and last one. And this side doesn't want to work so well. Push the heel down and pull it back. Okay, feet and thighs together again. Let's heel toe, all the way to the other side. A long way to go. Both thighs on the chair. I like to come up to the edge a little bit. And then same thing, right foot, you're going to squish it or pick up that towel. But on the way back, you're going to go backwards. So like a little inchworm coming back. Okay, and then let's do that to the left side. Scrunch the toes forward and then come back like a little worm. That's harder than I thought. Okay, let's try it one more time on the right and then coming back. Okay, and then the right foot. The slower we go, I think, the more controlled my toes are going to be. And then coming back, a little inchworm. There we go. Feet coming together, heel toe, back to center. Okay, and now we're going to end with a little foot massage. So we have three options. You can either bring your foot up to your knee or to a chair. If you can head to the couch now and put your legs up, and then just massage your feet with your hands. So really taking your thumbs and just kind of making little circles and pressing in the arch of the foot, in the heel. If you have plantar fasciitis, you're going to know where that hurts, and you might want to just do little gentle circles there. The other option is to get yourself a tennis ball. I have a little ball here. It can be a squash ball, or this is just a bouncy ball that my kids like. Put it on the floor and then roll on it. Okay, so that's another option for a foot massage. Okay, you can go as fast or as slow as you want to go. And then the other option, which I don't have handy, but if you grab a water bottle and freeze it, just one of those smaller ones about this tall, and you put that in the freezer and put a towel on the ground and you can roll your foot, especially if your foot is a little bit swollen or sore. It's really nice to have that cold water bottle. Okay, so off to the other side, left foot, giving yourself a massage. We spend so much time some days on our feet, and we don't always give our feet and our toes especially any attention, so it's kind of nice to do it every once in a while. Okay, I'll just give myself a little massage with the ball since I did it on the other side. And there you go. Putting the ball or water bottle to the side. We'll bring our feet side by side, making another, whoops, there goes that ball. Making a number 11 with our feet. We can lean back on our chair, roll our shoulders up and down, close the eyes, just to feel, just reconnect with our feet, the sensation in our feet. So how do the feet feel now from the end of class? Closing the eyes, taking 3 breaths here. Bringing our hands together at our heart, thumb pressing into the chest, bowing down to the hands. I'll end this practice with a quote from Swami Satchitananda. Yoga is not only learning to stand on your head, but also learning to stand on your feet. And so my hope today is that your feet feel more relaxed and open, stretched out, and may you stand balanced and with confidence today and for the rest of the week. Namaste.